here on the homestead, I don't think we'll ever get everything done. It just doesn't happen. There's just too much to do. And that's not a bad thing because it keeps you busy. And you want to stay busy all the time. So we're going out to let Sophie out and check on the chickens, make sure they got water and food. We got quite a few things to do this weekend. We've got to finish putting the shutters on the house. We got to build 2 window boxes. We're going to plant some of the garden. We need to clean the chicken coop. Not the coop, the run. We need to push the mulch up in the run. You guys remember when I put the mulch in the run. They've got it down to almost dirt. And I had probably, I don't know. If you guys remember when I put it in there, it was almost up on 4 feet high. And it's pretty low now. Go over here and check it out. We did have some coons out here again. Julie seen them the other night. We've been setting a trap, but we haven't caught anything. And they haven't got into the chickens. The run, as you can see, the run is, it's not got a big pal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this gate. And I'm going to let the chickens out. And they're going to free range today. This will be the first time really ever they got to free range. So we're going to move some of this stuff. And we're going to open up their gate. Oh. I'm going to have to dig that stuff out up here. Won't let my gate open up, so I got to dig that away from there. They really don't know what to do. They've never been out of that run. They're looking around like, hey, is it okay? Is somebody gonna hurt me? I don't know what Sophie's going to do. I know she's going to chase them around if I let her out. So I might just leave her in for a little bit. Let them go out and play a little bit, the chickens. And Sophie's got everything she needs inside that chicken coop. There are worms everywhere in this. Fishing worms, night crawlers, earthworms, whatever you want to call them. This place is loaded with them. It was never here until we put the mulch in here. Once we put the mulch and the chickens in here, then the worms just kind of appeared, but lots of them. Boy, you hear them chickens in there? Either they're laying eggs or they're mad at me. Now, if you wonder why I put the mulch in here, it's because I want the chickens to work for me. They give me eggs, and I put mulch in here. Now this is the big, these were big chips. These were fairly decent sized chips, as you can see. And it's the same ones that they mulch up along the roads. They'll put them in them big trucks, they'll cut trees, and they'll put them in a big truck, in the bed of the truck, and they come in and dump them for you. And a lot of times you can get these for free. So what I done is I got about 3 or 4 truckloads, and I put it inside the chicken run. And when you put it in the run like that, the chickens will, that pile in just probably a couple weeks will be completely flat on the ground. And they're rotating that dirt, and plus they're pooping in it, getting fertilizer in it. And this dirt here, when it's done, now the only thing, I can't put this on my garden, but I can put it around trees or berry bushes or anything like that, because I think it has black walnut chips in it. See, that's the problem with getting it along the roads like that. Unless you know the guys and they weren't doing any black walnut, I really don't want to put the black walnut in my garden. So, yeah, I think this is going to work out. Let's let them chickens work for us. Chickens are going nuts. Get this thing all pinned back up. Oh, boy. Everywhere I dig now, there's worms. I was going to let them free range today, but they wouldn't even come out. Let's see what's going on in here. Hey, what's all the racket? Soapy, are you torturing the chickens? Huh? What are you girls doing? What are you doing? Well, I guess they're going to go out and see their new run. What do you think, girls? Did I do good? Hey, there's one thing I forgot to show you guys on the chicken run that I put in a little while back, but I'm going to show it to you. This little piece of wire right here. It just looks like it's all done, but we'd put this in here so you can just lift those little clips right there, right like so, and lift that up, and you're able to put bread or
table scraps or whatever right outside here. That really worked out nice. And you just snap it back down on like so, and it's all tidied up. Nothing can get in there.
There's a lot of bugs and worms and stuff that is in that mulch, and that helps feed the chickens, which saves me money, so I don't have to buy feed for them. The mulch itself could be used now, like I said before, you don't want any mulch that has black walnut in it. And this mulch here, I'm not sure, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to dig a trench to put this mulch in, and I think what we're going to do is plant some berries because they say it'll grow really good in this. So we might end up planting some raspberries, raspberry bushes in it, and this will be excellent dirt for that. And as you can see, it's pretty much down to pretty good. It's broken down a lot because this chicken coop or this chicken run was halfway full, almost to the top of this wire. That would be 4 feet deep, and it's broke down a lot. But they're in there picking all them worms and that type of stuff, which saves you money on feed. So you can sell your eggs, buy feed, and then you can let your chickens make you dirt, I guess, because their little claws are like rototillers. They just keep digging and digging and digging and digging, and they're turning that soil over, and that's kind of what you want in this situation here to get that stuff to break down. And they're actually fertilizing it as they walk along and poop in there. You're getting their fertilizer too. So this is a win-win chicken run here. My whole setup, I built it so it would work for itself. I pay absolutely nothing for grain for these chickens. I only have 6 of them. I don't eat a lot of eggs, but if I need eggs, I have them. And somebody asked me one time, is it worth having chickens if you don't eat a lot of eggs? Well, I can say this much. The only cost that I had in the chickens is what you see. I mean, what little bit I had to pay to get everything built here, which wasn't a whole lot. And then I purchased the chickens. After that, I've never paid any more money on these chickens. I got them to where they laid eggs. That was your biggest cost. You get them to where they're laying eggs, and then after that, if you can sell them eggs, which I sell mine for about $2.50 a dozen, and I get about 6 eggs a day. I can't eat 6 eggs a day. So I sell what I don't eat, and it pays for all the grain for the chickens, and also it pays for the cat food and whatever we need for Sophie. So they're not costing me nothing right now. They don't cost me a dime to have chickens. So is it worth it? To me it is, because I love eggs. Of course, Julie don't eat them like an egg by itself, but she will eat eggs in things. So yeah, for me, it's worth it. Come here, Sophie. So I thought I'd share this little adventure this morning, getting this coop cleaned up and talking a little bit about the chickens. Yeah, chickens are worth it. Even if you don't eat a lot of eggs, 1 or 2 chickens, and then maybe if you get a dozen, you can sell them to your neighbor and help pay for the grain for your chickens. Hey, I would like to tell everyone thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Till next time.